Wait alone. The existential question that has driven philosophers, scientists, and physicists into an endless search for answers, yet has only inversely brought us into an amalgamation of questions. Is there life beyond Earth? What else is there out there in space? Are extraterrestrial beings real? Was Area 51 not a myth after all? Hi, my name is Krupa, and my topic for today is Beyond the Surface. The universe is a grand place. When we look up at the sky, we see a vast blue ether of space, sprinkled with an infinite amount of stars. It really puts things into perspective once you realize that the sky that we're able to see with our naked eye constitutes only 0.185% of the local sky. So we keep on hearing terms like sky, space, galaxy, time to describe this particular region that we know, which is commonly referred to as the universe. But what exactly is the universe, and where did this vast place originate from? And if we truly did start from somewhere, what was that starting point? And how did that starting point become a starting point in the first place? And how did the starting point of the starting point become the starting point? You get the idea. How did something come from nothing? Well, to start off with, the universe is actually everything. Everything. Yeah, that's legitimately the definition that NASA gives to the universe. It includes all of space, matter, and energy, and space contains. It contains time itself and includes you. In fact, our origin comes from a theory, and amongst the many theories of our universe, there is one which is the most proclaimed and notably the most widely accepted, the Big Bang Theory. Now, I want you all to close your eyes and think of the vast expansion of outer space. It seems to expand miles and miles with no end, right? Well, up until the middle of the 20th century, scientists actually thought that the universe was infinite, while Einstein, with his theory of relativity, along with Edwin Hubble, discovered that galaxies are actually moving apart from one another, and recent evidence suggests that the expansion of the universe is accelerating. So it's becoming incrementally bigger as I speak. Whoa, talk about existential crises. I briefly touched upon Earth's beginning, but like all good things, everything comes to an end. Yeah, that's right. At one point, Earth will no longer exist. Have you ever read your favorite book, and as you reach the climax of the story, you start predicting the ending? Some endings go exactly as anticipated, while others end up taking a completely different turn than what you had originally expected from the storyline. Did you ever wonder what would happen if there were alternatives, or if there were multiple endings to that story? Well, there are actually quite a few ways that scientists have predicted that Earth could reach its end. 1. Earth's molten core might cool. If the core cools, then we lose our magnetosphere, protection from solar winds, and we would slowly blast into the atmosphere into space. 2. The sun could start to die and expand. Like all stars, the sun will die, and billions of years from now, the sun will pull the Earth towards it, and we'd be incinerated and vaporized. 3. This is actually one of my favorite endings. Earth could pass too close to a wandering black hole. Some physicists have even theorized that we'd run right into the end of the universe or end up in a completely different one. Hopefully that didn't scare you guys. Don't worry. We still have billions of years until we ever have to worry about the end of Earth. Now that we've touched on Earth, how about what's beyond Earth? Are there signs of life outside of Earth? And how has technology helped scientists in making these discoveries? The term life actually doesn't have a scientifically constructed definition, and the only way to currently detect these signs of life is through detecting telltale signs of life in an exoplanet atmosphere. In fact, the James Webb Telescope, recently launched in 2021, has helped find the first glimpses of the mix of gas in Earth-sized exoplanets and has started to pick up on signs of atmosphere like our very own. While we're still far from meeting and discovering aliens like we see in those science fiction movies, that could very much still be something to look forward to in our near future through more space exploration. There have been so many interesting technologies which have arisen to aid with space exploration, and here are a few that blew my mind, which are currently still being developed at the moment. The first one is an NIR-CAM, which stands for Near Infrared Camera, which is an instrument capable of capturing images billions of years ago. There's also hypersonic travel, hypersonic meaning 5 times faster than the speed of light. Third, visiting asteroids. A lot of asteroids are made up of useful minerals, and with the right technologies, They could be a great source of raw materials. And the last one is potentially space habitats, which could ensure that space stations have the living space to accommodate all of their occupants. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is that over time, our view and understanding of the universe and how it works has changed and evolved over time. From relying upon myths to understand the origins of the beginning of everything, human beings began to apply the principles of math and physics, and we slowly began to understand how the world and universe worked. Then we started to improve scientific tools and technology, and we were able to make quite a number of outstanding notable space discoveries. From the first man who went to the moon, to finding traces of water on Mars, to sending satellites out in space. Our first ever image of a black hole, even the profession of an astronaut at aeronautical sciences, space science has evolved so much. We're beginning to understand more and more about our cosmos and beginning to unravel the many mysteries that still lie with our existence. We haven't even been able to explore all the planets, stars, and moons in our very own solar system. There's still so much of the universe which is still unknown. Who knows? Maybe somewhere out there, light years away, Earth is waiting to be discovered. Maybe we will meet other signs of life one day. Until then, hopefully next time you look up at the stars, you remember the vastness of our planet and just how much we still have yet to figure out. Thank you.